They like all what music? They like
Is that why you're playing?
sometimes they'll dance, yeah, just like cheerful music.
Is that why you're playing?
Sometimes they'll dance, yeah, just like cheerful music they'll dance.
ഇതിനൊക്കെ അവരെ ട്രെയിൻ ചെയ്യും. എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു ഇവർ ഈ സമയത്ത് മാത്രമായിരിക്കും ഫുഡ് കൊടുക്കുന്നത്. അതിന് വയറ് നിറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അത് കഴിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ലല്ലോ. എവിടെയെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെന്ന് വെച്ച് തള്ളാൻ തെറിയാണ് വിളിച്ചത്. എവിടെയെങ്കിലും ഒന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിക്കണ്ടേ മനുഷ്യന്. ദേവോ എവിടെ അവനെ തിരിച്ചു കയറ്റാനാ അതിനെ. ഈ നീലപ്പെട്ടി വെച്ചാണ് ഈ പരിപാടി.
Us humans, and of course, with our environment. Now, I know you're all dying to see some amazing critters, but before we bring on our first guest of the day, I have a little bit of a pop quiz question to the audience. So if you think you know the answer or have something in mind, just go ahead and shout it on out. When I say the word shell, what do we think of? When I say the word shell, turtle, yes, I heard it a bunch of places. Turtle is absolutely correct. So coming on out, our first guest, our pair of redfoot tortoises. Now you may be asking yourself, well, didn't he just say turtle? And I did. That's because all tortoises are a kind of turtle, just not all turtles are a tortoise. That's a little bit complicated. The easy way to remember it is if they spend most of their life on the land, then we call them a tortoise. And if they spend most of their life in the water, then we typically call them a turtle. Now, our redfoot tortoises are not our most active guests. They spend about 50% of their time doing absolutely nothing, and the other 50% of their time wandering around at a leisurely pace, looking for fruits, berries, and any other kind of plants to snack on. Now, redfoot tortoises were native to South America.
അത് ഞങ്ങൾ
They are
കണ്ടില്ല. അവിടെ അവിടെ ഉണ്ടായോ? അത് ഞങ്ങൾ
They're
കണ്ടില്ല.
foraging berries and fruit, and they're spreading those seeds through as they walk through forests. Which, of course, with the environment they grow, they make a new plant, of course. Now, they certainly are the most active guests, and I think they deserve a big round of applause for starting off our show today. They deserve a big round of applause for starting off our show today. Well, folks, we just talked here about the reptile with the shell. But does anyone in the audience know the only mammal in the entire world with a shell? Oh, that was quick. I heard one right up there. You said armadillo. That was quick. I heard one right up there. Coming on out next are our pair of three banded armadillos. We have Dora and Diego. Now, right off the bat, you can see that these two have quite the opposite personalities. So Diego out front is our extrovert. He loves stretching those little legs and showing off to the crowd as he skedaddles on by on the front there. Dora, on the other hand, is our female, and she's a bit more shy than Diego. She is curled up right there. Now, she's actually demonstrating for us what makes a three-banded armadillo so special. Because there's around 20 armadillo species in the wild, the three-banded is the only kind capable of fully curling into that perfect little ball you see Dora demonstrating for us now. Now, her head and tail will fit together like a perfect puzzle piece, making sure her stomach is protected from any predators that might want to make a quick snack of it. Now, as Diego ran on the pole, he got a puppy glimpse of this long front. Now, as Diego ran on the pole, now armadillos are what we call this long front. That means they eat about 90% insects. They use these claws to tear into ant hills and termite mounds, and use these into ant hills and termite mounds, and any other
that might scare away his prey of fish, crustaceans, or even insects. Then when the time is right, they're gonna use that long sharp beak of theirs to pierce through the water and grab their prey. Now, as I mentioned, these birds are a sign of good luck, and often they like to make their houses on their nests on top of people's houses. Many people think that this is lucky, but nests on top of people's houses. Many people think that this is lucky, but definitely goes to our volunteers. Good job, guys. 50 kilometers faster than even a cheetah. I want you to notice her flight pattern. She's making lots of loops. She is going up. She is going down. She's making some. What she is doing is she is testing the air in the wind conditions. She is good flight muscles of hers, but most importantly, she is distracting and confusing her muscles of hers. But most importantly, so usually these birds are able to catch their prey right out of the sky, like we just see. But sometimes they're going a little bit too fast, and in that case, what they're going to do is fall up their feet and punch their prey. Not going at 150 kilometers an hour, that punch is going to hurt pretty bad, and usually knocks their prey dead on impact. However, if it doesn't, they have a notch on their beak called the toenail tooth, which they can use to bite the vertebrae of the prey and then enjoy their meal that way. Now, by being here today, each and every one of you has helped to support the conservation programs we have at the African 10 minutes, it's down the path and it is wild wonders. I hope the African 10 minutes, it's down the path and it is wild wonders. I hope you